Hi, good morning. It is July 31st, Friday, 5:22 a.m. Taking a look at the calendar, we have PMI coming up at 8:45 Central, and that will have a bearing on the US dollar, which will have a bearing on how crude could be responding. So I'm going to keep my eye on the calendar this morning. Here it is. They're expecting a 50.5 reading. We can see from our history that we've been in the 40s except for April. So if we get a 50 reading, that's going to send the dollar lower. And a lower reading, excuse me, I'm getting that backwards. A higher reading should be positive for the United States dollar, which would send commodities lower. Why a lower reading should be taken as negative bearish for the dollar and should send commodities back up. So this is going to be an important number today. And I'll be watching that at 8:45 Central. Overnight, we have sold off. We had a range from the 29th high and low that we traded inside that range yesterday. And then in Globex overnight, we've sold back to the bottom of that range. So we're still inside that July 29th range. So we're at the bottom of the 2-day range. Here's the 3-day range here, and the momentum is strong to the downside. There is no divergence in momentum, so I would expect to see a breakthrough to 47.15 and possibly to retest the 46.74 handle in the regular trading hour session. So I'm expecting a continued downward path. If that PMI comes out and it's bearish for the dollar, we might get an uptick back up to test this halfback of that range at 48.45. So here's the halfback, and I will be watching to see if we're going to be getting into any of this. These value areas on the right on my composite are a 20-day value area, and you can see my point of control for 20-day is low. So that's also pointing to a downward continued movement. VWAP is up here next to my halfback and these value area lows. So if we do get a rally up, this is where I'll be watching for the market to come back and touch before a continuation down. This doji has me looking at that. So we may do a fake out breakout, so we could break out and then come back up into the range. But I'll be watching my lower time frame direction guide to keep me on the right path of the trade. Realizing that my 47 level is likely to get hit or exceeded today. Here is the direction guide. I have it set on crude. This is just the natural core that's available off the shelf. Keeps you on the right side of the market so that you're knowing that you're trading in the right direction, that the order flow is trading open to close, and your higher time frame direction you want to be trading in the higher time frame, our weekly, daily, 60-15 is all looking bearish right now. So I want to continue. The momentum is going lower. I want to continue taking these lows on my lower time frame entry chart when I get them, and I'll keep pushing lower as long as the direction shows me that it's still continuing and the momentum is continuing. And now I have a new KD cross coming down, so you just keep trading in that direction. You never give up on a trend until it is broken. I am learning. So we've got a huge amount of money that's been taken off of crude in the month of July, all the way from 59 to 47. So that is a big discount in the price of crude oil. This is not doing much for the inflation that the Fed needs to raise rates. So everybody's expecting raising in September, except for Louis Borsellino and myself. I'm not a believer that they're going to raise rates in September. How can they with no inflation? That's against their mandate. So if they don't have any inflation, they don't have any basis or reason to raise rate. They can't say it's transitory and raise rates because there's a stronger unemployment picture when they know that most of the millennials are not employed. So, did I say that right? Am I a millennial? The older folk are not employed. So keep your eye on the commodities, the PMI, and get this report at 8:45. Be trading short today, and good luck with your system. Come to the website, get your direction guide. I've had a little bit of a rate increase, but $50 was not enough for the pricing. I had to move that up to $175, but it's a solid template. You get the direction guide trader, and you get the market analyzer, and the direction guide trader has plenty to provide for you. You've got your core, you've got some exits, you've got some momentum filters, inflections to get you into a trend. Aren't these inflections nice? To help you know when momentum is hitting the direction guide. And you've got long and you've got short. So I think it's quite a deal with your different markets, your crude, your gold, your bonds, your indexes, your currencies, whatever you like to trade. Be on the right side of the market. Thank you, and this is Julie. Good luck today, and I'll talk to you next week.